All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. What would you do with $2,000 each from the government? Please put your answers in the comments section below. Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard in multiple sources right here that our president, Donald J. Trump, is floating the idea of sending every U.S. citizen $2,000 directly tied to tariffs. Now, we are going to separate fact from fiction. We're going to tell you what he actually said. We are going to muse upon what may or may not happen. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Put your comments down below. $2,000 before we get into reality land. I'm Brad.
I'm Christa.
That is true.
Yes, that is true.
And this is the Brad and Christa show.
Right.
But let's just say the dweem is twoo.
It's twoo.
What would you do
with two
G's for you? What would you do if all of a sudden, bam, and it was not tied to, let's just for a second.
It's not tied to taxes.
No, you didn't have to pay for it.
Right.
It's just bam, the $2,000 fairy just dropped a $2,000 big old dropping in your lap.
And it won't get tied to your taxes later on or money you'll have to pay later.
Don't worry. The government never does that. Never. But what would you do, and you, if you just had $2,000, bam, what would you do? Would you pay off bills? What would you go on a luxury vacation to Parrish, Florida?
And if you know where Parrish, Florida is,
it's almost,
put it in the comments.
It's almost as luxurious as Wauchula.
Actually, it's better. It's better.
It is. You're closer
better.
to the water.
It's better than it was when we lived there. We actually did live, or I did as a high school student in Parrish, Florida. When I was in high school. Yeah, millions of years ago.
2 G's.
You know, that honestly is really a hard question. Because there are a lot of things I'd like to do. You know, maybe buy another horse. Yeah, I know, right? I knew I was going to get that reaction.
Excuse me?
I'm teasing. I'm just teasing. No.
Excuse me?
I was just wanting to see your reaction.
Squeeze me?
Right.
Baking powder?
You know, redo the bathroom. Maybe buy a new refrigerator for the kitchen. Ours is getting a little, sketchy here and there, but
it's getting a little brokey.
It's getting a little brokey. Like no more water and ice out of the dispenser.
Are breaking off of the stuff.
Yeah. You open up one door and the light doesn't come on. And these are totally first world problems, right?
We have a working fridge.
We have a working refrigerator. I don't care that the ice and the water doesn't come out of the dispenser, or that if I open up the right hand door, the light doesn't come on. I really don't care.
Or that Brutus or St. Bernard
has slime all over it.
It's impossible to keep clean.
It really is impossible to keep clean. There's a lot of things that I would like to do, but I think probably the most realistic thing that I would do is pay off a credit card. Pay off some kind of debt, or put it towards, the van, getting the van new tires, or the truck new tires, or, something that will help us in the long run.
Okay. Okay.
But I would probably not go on a vacation or spend it frivolously on a horse. As nice as that. No.
Thank you, Jesus.
Right? We're on the same page, baby.
Well, because the thing about a horse that's different than a synthesizer.
You have to feed a horse.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah. I don't have to feed the synthesizer. It's a one-time purchase.
Right.
And for those of you who are looking for good gift suggestions for Brad, look at the word Moog, M-O-O-G. I'm sure that some of you out there have these old-looking things with all these knobs and sliders and faders on, and you're like, this thing has got to be junk. If it says Moog, I'll be happy to pay the shipping.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Back to reality here. What would you... Oh, I know what you would do. Never mind. I'm not going to ask you what you would do with $2,000.
Well, then why don't you tell everyone?
He would buy a Moog synthesizer.
Because I can't afford one.
Yeah, because they're really expensive.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah.
But they're very expensive.
Yeah, they really are.
So here's the thing.
Yeah, here's the thing. Yes.
Our president has, in different contexts on Truth Social, on the White House Gov site, he's floated this idea of sending every American,
every U.S. citizen,
$2,000.
Yep.
And he's tied it directly to the savings that has been had from tariffs. Now, forget about all the controversy over should we do tariffs, should we not do tariffs. Don't fight that out in the comments section. That's not what we're talking about today. Because personally, I think that if we could get to zero outgoing, zero incoming, that'd be far better. But that's just my 2 cents worth.
Right.
He has been on several different platforms floating ideas, but he hasn't really said, the money's coming, people.
No, he has not.
And we did a little bit of research.
We did a little bit of research and did find that there has been no law that has been said that he is sending every U.S. citizen, a $2,000 check.
Yep, none.
Yeah. And now I don't even know, okay, if no law has been written, then no specifics have been said other than that it would be U.S. citizens. But is that every U.S. citizen? Or is that every taxpayer?
He's been vague.
He's been very vague.
He's been stereotypically, and this is not a negative on Trump.
No.
This is just kind of his MO. He'll say something, float it out there, see what people think.
Right.
And probably weigh the political advantage or disadvantage.
Right.
And then he'll do it after he sees how it's really going to react with the people. So right now, factcheck.org, love him or hate him, they've said it hasn't, he didn't really say it as it's coming.
Right.
Mississippi Free Press said, no, it hasn't happened. Tax Foundation, AP says, no, it hasn't happened. There's several different news sites that are not just one side or the other.
Right.
In terms of liberal or conservative. They've all said, look, he's floated this out there, but he's never really locked it down and said, it's coming.
Right.
It has not happened.
Right. Right.
But now, here's the question. Should it happen at all? Boy, oh boy, wouldn't it be really nice to have a big old fat check?
That's not tied to anything.
I mean, think about it. We have a son who's working that would probably get $2,000. We have two daughters who are working who would get that's $6,000. Now, it wouldn't be obviously our $6,000, it'd be theirs. But then 6, 8, 10 in one house.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Now, I was talking about this very topic with a friend of mine, and put your 2 cents in the comments section down below. But I said, friend of mine, what would you think about? What would be your reaction if this were to become a reality? And he said the exact same thing that you said. So I'm going to shut up and let you say what your initial thought was.
So the total amount was what, $195 billion? Not trillion, but billion. I mean, if it was trillion, that'd be insane. But $195 billion in tariffs that the U.S. has brought in.
$2,000.
Yeah, right. I'm getting the total. That's a lot of money. And what I thought of instantly is, put that towards the national debt.
You know why? Hold on. And it just hit me.
Yeah.
You know why you had that thought?
Why?
Because you have to pay bills.
Yeah.
And you have to actually monitor a household income.
Yeah.
You don't have unlimited funds of somebody else's money.
Bingo.
Paying for our stuff.
Right.
Now, continue on.
Yeah, that you're exactly right. I pay attention because I pay the bills for our household. Okay.
You do.
The money comes in and I send out the bills.
We're a team.
We're a team.
Are we an effective team?
We are an effective team. But I thought, this is the biggest chunk of money our country has ever earned.
To have a disposable, like...
Right. So that would be great because, that would be great to pay off, put that towards the national debt. I mean, it would not even pay half of it. It would pay just a small percentage.
Pause
but
there
hold
for...
on,
okay.
But hold on. Oh.
It wouldn't pay a full percentage.
But think about what tariffs are doing to the economy, to the things that you and I buy. Okay.
Ultimately, it's going to make things cost more.
Ultimately, those tariffs make things cost more. So that $2,000 that he might send to everyone would help us to recoup the money we've spent out.
Okay. It is a complex topic.
Yeah.
But so here's the thought I had originally. Okay. We're talking about how many billions again?
195, I think.
So let's just round up because I'm a generous guy. I like to be...
Just make it even numbers.
Like to be generous. Like to spend the money. No. So let's say it's $200 billion. How many hundreds of billions of dollars are in 1 trillion?
1 million, right? Oh, 1,000. That's right. Sorry. Hashtag homeschool.
Hashtag homeschool teacher.
Yeah. No. Yes. It's 1,000 million.
Now, I don't even honestly know how many trillions of dollars in debt we are, but it's a lot.
The last time I looked, it was like 375 trillion. That was the last time I looked.
Is that even possible? Is that a number?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Zeros and ones.
So my point is, let's just say that it's 10% of our debt. Mm-hmm. Now, there are people out there who would argue, okay, 10% is still something.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's way less than 10%. But let's say that people would argue and say 10% of your debt, well, at least that's something. Well, the problem is it's still going up faster than you could ever pay it down.
You're right.
It's going up faster than it will ever.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Yeah.
So what I don't think this is a measure at even considering the debt.
No.
I think what this is a way to make people happy, maybe get the economy restarted in a way that, jumpstart it. I mean, I don't know when it would happen, if it would happen, none of that.
Right.
But can you imagine how it would be is if it happened around the holiday time, and now all of a sudden everybody has all this expendable money that you didn't have to earn.
Right.
And it wasn't tax money.
Right.
It wasn't going to come back out of your pocket.
And do you have to pay taxes on that?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So let's just say, for the sake of argument for a second, I have $2,000, you have $2,000. It's holiday season. Isn't it time to buy that blah, blah, blah that you've always wanted?
New matching furniture.
Oh my gosh, let's get a new Mac.
No.
We're fine.
Yeah.
But Moog synthesizers, send them my way. Anyway, I'll put them to good use. Oh, yes. Robot slaves from my colony.
Oh, my goodness.
Anyway.
Stay on track.
The point is, I think a lot of the people in the country would view that as a way to go, well, it's free money.
Yeah.
And I think the logic behind it is, well, if we flood the market with a bunch of buying, the retailers are going to be happy. Businesses, obviously, rising tide lifts all ships.
Yeah.
And when that happens, businesses that are happy, they invest more, which means they pay more money in taxes.
Yep.
Which restarts the economy overall. If you flood the market with money that,
Everybody's
that wasn't tax money. Now, I don't know, honestly, if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you got to think of it like a household. What would you do? And the first thing you said is...
Pay off the debt.
That's not what they want.
No. I know. Because that doesn't boost the economy.
It doesn't restart the engine.
No.
The engine is growth.
See, I think one way they could get away with it is if they gave you like a Visa gift card.
Why?
So that you had to spend it in a store or out in the world. You couldn't put it towards debt.
And besides, imagine Visa just salivating at the idea of 1% of every bit of everything that goes through that.
True.
Extra.
True. I mean, I thought of Visa, but it
wouldn't matter who it is.
A gift card, but not a store-specific gift card. That's why I thought of Visa.
No.
And
I
they
get
have
the idea.
MasterCard ones too, so you could split it, half and half.
Only Pixar. You can only spend it at Disney stores.
No.
Everyone goes to Disney.
No. Oh my gosh.
As if it's not busy enough now.
No kidding. This is the worst time to go. Yeah, no thanks.
You guys are from India? That's cool. Hey, whoa.
Not from India, but
Shots
just
fired.
In anywhere. It's like you're in such close proximity. No thanks.
Sweaty people in Florida.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think?
Yeah.
Sure would be nice to have $2,000, but what's it going to cost you in the long run?
Right.
Will it cost you in the long run? Or here's another side to it that you could think about. What if you just took the money and invested it?
Bought silver.
Gasp.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gasp.
Yeah.
I am not a investment analyst. I am not licensed. And I'm terrible at it almost always. I'm not an investor. When it comes to investments, people who are professionals would say I'm a gambler because I don't do my research. I hear somebody tell me something and say, hey, this company's doing great. And I go, okay, I have $50 and I put it on that and I go through the, whatever it is, Robinhood app.
Yeah.
Now, I found quite by accident a cryptocurrency that I believe is, I don't want to say the words.
No, you shouldn't.
But it's XRP, and we got it, and the money's tripled in the last year.
Yeah.
XRP.
Unfortunately, we only put $25 in it.
I told you, I'm not. We're not good investors.
No.
$75.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Now imagine had you spent $2,000 on an investment that was safe, that you talked to a real investment professional, not Brad.
Right.
But imagine if you could even pick up, let's say there's two of you in a household. Could you look for a 1 acre of land for $4,000 where you're at?
Not anywhere. Not anywhere anymore.
I know most of you are laughing.
Yes.
But around here you might.
Okay, so we were looking for a friend of ours for a place in Florida just recently.
Yes.
We found some amazing deals in Florida.
Single wide mobile homes.
And actually a couple of them were double wide mobile homes. And I understand Florida, mobile home, there's going to be natural disasters. I understand
That's not the point.
That's not the point. The point was, there were a couple of them in great shape. They were built in the 60s and 70s, but they were still up to date and still nice looking for less than $10,000.
Yep.
Now, in those areas, you do have to pay for the lot rental, but that was still,
it's an investment.
It's an investment, and it still is. It's a beautiful area, but. I just was like, that would be the thing to invest in.
Now, but here's the thought. What if you just took the money and instead of spending it on retail goodies, you invested it? Take your pick.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Yeah, you totally could.
Now, I did have at one point, this is really funny. I did have at one point, I hope he doesn't listen. Because he's going to know exactly who I'm talking about. But one point when I was touring music we were on tour buses a lot and airplanes a lot. And I had a guitar player who had like an extra $400 or something like that. And he said, yeah, I'm going to invest in a mobile gaming device. I think I'm going to get one of those blah, blah, blah Xbox things or a Switch or I don't know, whatever it was, the doodad of the day. And I said, invest in? That's all I did. And he said, yeah.
Excuse me.
That way I can keep myself busy when we're traveling and stuff. I said, invest in, not entertain yourself. Because I think that's more, you probably mean entertainment, right? And he's like, no, it's an investment.
Please tell me this person was single and in their 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but my point was
invest in?
I was like, you understand that it's supposed to like
make you money?
I mean, not all investments do, but that's the goal, right?
That's the important part of it. The goal of it. Yes, the goal is to invest in something to increase your investment, not instantly devalued because you purchased it.
Like a car.
Like a car. Yes.
Well, most cars.
Right. But a mobile game system, it devalues the minute you open the box.
Oh, boy.
Goodness gracious.
Anyway, what would you do if it was a reality?
Yeah.
2 Gs.
That's really hard to
tell. And is it a good idea?
Mm-hmm.
I think that these conversations need to be had because, truth be told, more voices need to be heard in
Absolutely.
Washington rather than fewer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if you're for this side or that side. That doesn't matter.
No.
That's not what I'm talking about. But there are a lot smarter people on the planet than just me or just you or one guy up there or one lady up there. And you know what? It's okay that if we come up with a better idea, maybe they should be smart enough to take it.
Yeah. Yep.
I would hope. Mm-hmm. Is it a good idea? Bad idea? 2 Gs from the government to yous and me's. What do you think?
I'm on the fence about it. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't come to a definite decision yet. Yeah.
Comments in the comments section.
Of course, what's funny is it's not up to me anyway, whether I get it or not.
No.
It's what I do with it if we do get it.
Yahtzee. So, ladies and gentlemen, thusly. This is the Thusly Brad and Christa show.
Oh, goodness.
Hope you're having a good time.
Yeah. Hope you enjoyed it.
Don't forget the thumbs up.
Yep. And subscribe.
Yep.
And share it with your friends.
It's fun for the whole family.
It definitely fun for the whole family.
When you're at home and you're playing Twister together, first of all, that's weird. Don't do that. But if you were, put on the podcast, the Brad.
Sure.
Listen to musing about $2,000 from the government as you're playing games.
You guys have a blessed and amazing day.